Hello and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're doing something a little bit different. We're playing Starbirds, which is a game that I covered probably a month or two ago when the demo was released. It is the brainchild of the YouTube channel Kirksgazart, or however you say it. And it's quite an interesting game. You have to lead these little avian wonders into space on their first journey out of the solar system. You've got to collect resources, achieve objectives, and try and uncover the secrets of the universe. It's quite a cool little game. And so I've already played some of it because we played the demo. But just for those that didn't see it, we'll play the prologue and some of the video clips. G'day Aeronautica, welcome to the stream. Birds in space. So that was the evolutionary story. From fruit to the stars.
There's no place like home. And for our beaky friends, it's the yellow dwarf star Sablina, which has illuminated this system with its warm and peaceful light for billions of years. Perfect conditions for life to evolve into a spacefaring civilization. Now, these birds stand on the edge of a new frontier, launching a daring mission. A remote asteroid field where infinite riches and the unknown await in equal measure.
It's a little bit alien-esque. Just the captain waking up. So basically, we just had to collect enough resources to journey out of the solar system. So the first two missions we played in the demo. And we found a strange rock here on this planet. So we have quite the journey to find the origin. I believe they call it the Strangelet. And then the next part involves trying to find a way to leave the star system. What a strange little rock. How are we... What are we going to call it? Let's call it the Strangelet. Excellent notion, Yoke. So, Stella, do I understand correctly that this Strangelet originated from a different star system? Yes, I've never seen isotope ratios like this before. This material must come from a place with vastly different conditions than Sublina, which is our home system. Incredible. Something truly out of this world. Let's go there. Traveling to another star system. Do you even know what you're chirping about? That's unprecedented. Haven't we been working on a starship for some time now, Ruth? It's what we've been building. Aye, Cap. The laser sail prototype is just about done. Just a few more resources from this sector and we can finish up and give her a test run. Prototype? Test run? Oh, stars above. But I do want to find out more about these readings. And so we're here. Now our objective is to create mirrors and a laser. And how do we do that? We have to collect various resources and then refine them and mix them all together to create these final products. So we will accept that first quest. The laser sail ship is missing mirrors and lasers, which need more production steps than standard resources. Click on their icons in the quest to proceed. So we have to have a look at what we need. So we need uranium and glass to make a laser. And to make a mirror, we need glass and light alloy. But we're not even collecting anything at the moment. So what we're going to do is get started just collecting standard basic resources, and then we'll work on refining them into something more complex. To start off with, we'll go here. Nice simple asteroid with one type of resource. Chuck down a landing pad. And the deposits become visible. What have we got here? Iron. So the first thing we need to do, we put down the landing pad or the takeoff point. We want to put down mining stations here. Try and fit as many as we can on the deposits. It's a little bit Factorio-like. Create production lines. Connect them to the landing pad. And they'll start shipping off resources to our mothership. Pretty simple, but it does get more complex. So you also get different types of quests to upgrade the station itself, as well as quests to earn tech points and credits. This is one of the ones that upgrades our station. And you have a number of slots here that you can fill out with different modules to increase your station level and any rewards from quests. So we've just built the corridors for our space station, but just out of iron. Nice and simple quest. And as you progress, they require different resources, and so we can't yet achieve any of the other quests. A gym would be nice. And we can accept running quests here to earn the credits needed to expand our expedition. So as we send those resources off, we'll earn some credits, and that will let us build more. Now these landing pads here, as you do missions, you can earn medals, which lets you buy upgrades. So it's a little bit roguelite, in that you can come back and try and increase your efficiency in a mission. Let's go back to the map. So we are sending back 59 or 60 iron per minute. We can expand that to increase our rating for that mineral, and that will increase our station level as well. Station level is only really important when you're going for challenges, from what I've seen. Now, this asteroid has quite a few different minerals for us to exploit. So we'll start with uranium, because we already know that's going to be one of our end products to make lasers. We might expand and just make this maximum output. When you run low on resources, you can just keep accepting quests, or you can deploy the rover to collect up minerals here on the asteroid itself. Now, I've upgraded my landing pad so we can have up to 9 connections, but when you start you can only have 3. So it means you have to have more landing pads. Go back to the iron asteroid and I'll increase that so that we have 3-star rating for it. This is still kind of a tutorial mission. So far they're only wanting iron, which is good. We haven't had to rush. We could have one more for this landing pad. And then we will build a second one once we can afford it, which is now. Pretty sure we need, I think this is quartz or silicon. Silicon we need to make glass. Silicon and water. There's no water on this asteroid, so it means that we should probably look for a more suitable one. We can use tech points to speed up time too, if you're impatient. This one here is going to be perfect for glass. It has silicon and water. So we'll just start exporting water to get our station rating up. But from water we can also make oxygen using a refiner. So we probably want 3 of these. Need a little bit more iron extraction. The higher your star rating, the more coins you earn. It speeds up the process. There's actually not much on this asteroid. You can see it's queuing up here in the pipes, which means that we could upgrade this landing pad to increase the throughput. just by upgrading here, but I want to save my tech points for now. Okay, now we've unlocked the ability to have 2 quests, so we're going to speed up our income quite dramatically. Assuming we can fulfill them. So we run the water through the refiner and it turns it into oxygen. You cannot overlap your pipes, so eventually you'll have very busy asteroids. You sort of have to keep that in mind. Let's see how much oxygen we're creating. The requirement isn't very high, so it should be good with 3, I think. So I want 52 star level, which means building the whole station and maxing out your resource. And then these other asteroids here, we can scan them with tech points to unlock new resources. Okay, so this we need to mix oxygen, I think it was. Just water and silicon to make quartz. And then we need to use quartz to make glass. And then glass needs to be made into a laser. Alright. So, we need a 2-stage refining process here. We want to extract the water. And we want to extract some silicon. And then we need to run it through the chemical lab. And then after the chemical lab, it needs to hit the refiner. And then we need to export it. So we're making glass straight off the bat. Oxygen is maxed out, glass is starting to arrive. For our main quest, we need to make mirrors as well, which need glass and light alloys. Which we don't have aluminium yet, we'll need to find it on another asteroid. Hopefully this one's got it, because we've got silicon here. Indeed, we got lucky. Okay, we need to extract some aluminium. And some silicon. But it needs to run through something that we have not researched yet. So we'll need to research the crucible. To research the crucible, we need to send some aluminium back to the ship, so we'll do that. Wouldn't hurt to send some of this silicone back as well to max out that. These missions still only want iron from us, super easy. Okay, we have the crucible. So the crucible needs to be put inside a crater. And it also needs power. Brand new crucible. We'll be mixing alloys and ceramics in no time, but not without energy. Energy? I thought you'd never ask. Let's research some solar panels. We can do that. We go to power, research that. And we need glass, which we're already sending back to the station, so we'll fulfill that order pretty quickly. Lots of burbs. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for watching. Burbs in space. Alright, so we are still waiting on the solar panel. Should be fulfilled in a moment. In the meantime, we want some silicone. We have now access to solar panels. They provide power, drag them from the menu bar into a sunny area. We need 3. I'm not sure what this means. Double power. Cool. It's overkill, but I might build a second crucible here at some stage, if we need it. So that's making the alloys for us. We need a launch pad for it. I try to keep most of my resources separate, but in this case I was lazy. You'll see why shortly. Okay, we need to find some magnesium so we can build out the modules in our space station, which is here. Quite a few different minerals here, but we just need the magnesium for now. Alright, a new module will go with the bird bath. Hygiene is essential for space trips. Can't squeeze another one in there anywhere. Nope. That's alright. Bird bath is complete. We should be able to smash out a few modules now. We are bringing in lots of different minerals. So let's smash them. Definitely need a reactor. Alright, let's start working on our main objective, which was to make lasers from glass and uranium. But how do you do that, you say? You can see here that each of the launch pads has a different resource attached to it because I've built them that way. And what we want to do is ship the uranium to somewhere where we can mix it with the glass. We need to take a science mission. Run out of tech points. So why don't I do it on the iron asteroid because there is not much going on here. So I need a landing pad. And this is made in a different building, the optics factory, which we can't yet afford. We need glass to research that, which we are already creating. We need an engine room. So once that's researched, we want to mix uranium and glass. Okay, so we're going to ship the uranium and glass here. We'll need a separate landing pad for each. Treasury to keep all the loot. So we want to build an optics factory. And then we need a way to ship it back to our station. Right, simple enough. Now currently all of our minerals are heading back to our station, but if we choose uranium and then drag it over to one of our landing pads, then we choose the glass and drag it to the other, the ships will now divert to this asteroid. Shortly we should have shipments arriving. Yep, here they come. I wish there was a way to split a pipe so we could send glass to multiple places at once from the same refiner. Try out the new pipe hub for the neutron accelerator beam line. Perhaps you can research it for this purpose. We need power for this as well. There is a special spot here as well. And the first lasers are being created. They'll be sent straight to the ship. Okay, our other objective was to make the mirrors from glass and light alloys. That needs to be made in the optics factory too. Now there aren't enough craters here to ship further things. So what we might do is ship them to where the alloy is created. No, that doesn't make sense. Don't do that. we will ship the alloys to the glass. The glass is made here, and we want to put a pipe splitter. The setup is incomplete. Why is that? Not sure what happened there. Bit of a bug. Okay. So the glass needs to be diverted off to be collected and refined or built into the lens factory. I think that's how it's going to work, yep. We of course will need power, so it's getting a little bit messy here. I don't have power set up yet. Bit messy, but it works. And then we want to export it with the glass. No. Will that work? We've already made the lasers, so that's fine. We don't need to ship the glass away anymore. And then we just need to bring in the mirrors. Oh god, the mirrors. The mirrors are arriving. The glass is being diverted. We should give it a little bit more space to queue up. And once we make 10 of those, we'll be finished here. And then of course you could spend heaps of time to max out the ship. We still have asteroids to exploit. We have victory for avian kind. We did it! After all the calculations, the laser sail spaceship is finally ready. Only a 0.001% chance of the sail melting and everyone frying. Don't you mean 99.999% chance of success? Alright, I'm ready to see our new ship get lasered into space. I've been working overtime to get the cryo eggs ready. You're such a tiny flapper, Yoke. Can I stash some of my greenery in yours? The doctor's got some herb. That's fine. I have the coziest egg of all. Let's get going. It's the moment of truth. Let's head off. To the cryo eggs crew, we will close our eyes here in our home system, but when we open them again, we'll face the unknown. generating forward momentum.
Tucked into their cryo eggs, our crew will leave the rest of the birds behind. Those who remain will tell their hatchlings of the incredible mission they once shared. The solar sail unfolds to its full size of 5.9 square kilometers, reflecting the light of their home star as a final farewell, before they accelerate into the darkness. For 96 years, our birds slept through the silence of space. But this calmness ends now. Rise and shine, and welcome to Ravsicle. This really should have been a warm and cozy place, but a shroud of interstellar dust has settled around this F-type star. It's reduced Ravsicle's light to a permanent sunset, dragging temperatures below freezing all across the system. But even as feathers fluff and beaks chatter, when it comes to closing in on the strange mystery, the birds are getting warmer.
Wake up, flock. We have arrived in Ravsicle. You have to see this. Wow, it looks really inviting. I hope there is at least some treasure under all this ice and snow. That treasure is called data, Rust, and this system is full of it. But first, we need to set up the space station or we will freeze to death. Freeze? Well, that's not how I'd like to start my Tuesday. Nice job, Stella. You broke the captain. Don't be such a doom squawker. First, let's grab a hot cup of coffee, and then we'll find a solution. I'm fine. We're all gonna be fine, provided we stick to my grand master plan. Gather resources, set up the station, find the strangelets, boom. Promotions, glory, and possibly some cake. I slept like a chick. These cryo eggs are as comfy as our nests back in the day. Sure is frosty here. Well observed, Herb. We need to insulate our corridors before we venture out into this system. You must be telepathic, Stella. That is exactly what I was going to suggest. Great minds think alike. Let's do it. Alright, let's accept the quest. We need to get the station to level 2. Have various resources available, same gameplay loop. Let's check out this one here. Let's start with aluminium. Score 64 stars. And do it without upgrading buildings. Okay. First requests are for a living quarter. Let's take that one. Next we will need some sulfur for the lab. We have sulfur here. Let's put down a second landing pad to keep our resources separate. If you mix them up and then have to process them, it creates all kinds of waste products. We'll have a look and see what's available before we choose the quest. That's a lot better already. Next mission, look for strangelets. After all, that's what we came looking for. Find a strangelet. So we want sulfur, do that one. Reactor needs uranium, which is located here, here, and here. When you complete one of the quest missions, you also unlock sort of like a free mission that lets you experiment with everything you learned and earn more points towards progression. Reactor is online. We would need methane to upgrade it further. Let's find some water. This one here already has it. Okay, it must be a very small deposit. I didn't see it. There, he's right here. There ain't so much water here, at least not liquid. So what's these icy patches on some of the nearby asteroids? Well spotted. At these temperatures, fluids, gases like water and methane freeze solid. Let's research those ice extractors you designed. They could solve our problem. Alright, let's research the ice extractor. We're creating both the required resources. So where's this patch of ice I can't see? Good. To have those ice extractors handy now for our water supply. I was getting worried about my greenhouse hatchlings. So where is the ice? Did I build over the top of it? I don't see any water here, guys. Let's look elsewhere. Or maybe the asteroid itself was ice. We also need to make oxygen. Well, let's do that while we are here. Refinery, where are you at? So close to 3 stars with both of those resources. We just need a little bit more output. That should meet our oxygen and water requirements for a little while. There's only one more launch pad, so we are running out of things to do here. We also need the silicon that's here. Might have to mix water and methane. What I'll do here, to limit the amount of connections, join them together. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to do it with the methane as well. Hey, Clips. Yeah, they swapped it. I saw that. That sucks, man. Like, it's unbelievable. To see Peacock go that high as well, it's kind of ridiculous. It's not that good of a ship. Definitely not that good of a ship. Like I said, and then the Project 204, although it's got an awkward gun angle, it's still at 3.7 and it's a monster. Slightly too many connections here. It is backed up. We might upgrade the launch pad. I can always come back and do the achievement. Let's upgrade it again. We need to make acid. Sulfur and water, and we have to do it here on this planet. Okay, what do we need to make that? The chemical lab. Oh, that's not what we wanted. That one. That one. So we'll have a bit of a bottleneck here with methane, but that's okay. Sulfur, rather. But we are now making acid. So water, oxygen, acid, and sulfur coming from one asteroid there. I don't know where the water is here. Cannot see it for the life of me. Interesting. Oh well. Oh, carbon. It's getting complicated. Let's keep with the simple stuff. We want silicon and methane next. Oh, here's our objective. We need some tech points to build this, I think, or just heaps more credits. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff. I'll bet my birdseed that there's some alien relics inside, or an actual alien. Easy. We got to get inside the thing first, and it's frozen up real good. Right, let's build that there. See what they want. And when you get to it, mate, it's not going to be super fun at 4.3. You're going to get pushed up to 5.0 matches. It's crazy. Alright, let's defrost this popsicle. But first, I need water for the excavator's cooling system. Oh dear. Got methane, that's it. Let's see if we can find dedicated water source. Water and silicon makes something, doesn't it? Yeah, makes quartz. So we'll do this. Keep the money rolling in. There's nothing to collect on his frosticle. Oh, we need technology points. I thought I was running short on credits, but I've got heaps. Ease up on the credit quests for a little while. So are you being shot by destroyers? That would be fun. Not. Well, they said they were never going to make a command and control simulator, but they did it for AA systems. So, yeah, perhaps we might see something like that. Alright, water right here. Good. So we need to ship that to the excavation site. We don't need a terrible amount of it. And then, of course, we need to... Where's the strangelet? Here? Which one was it? Must be this one. Tis. So we need a landing spot. Connect it up. And then it's right next door, so we'll ship that water straight there. I've got a theory on how to crack this one open, but I need to run some tests. Can you get me some plastic so I can build a prototype? plastic. Plastic is complicated. We're going to need to make hydrocarbon, which requires carbon, which requires methane. Methane and oxygen. We have the oxygen already being created. Let's do it here. So the chemical lab is required for this. Probably only need 2. Then I need to ship the oxygen here. Okay, now we need a way to get this out. And I've sort of blocked it. I've blocked it. I mean, it's not pretty, but it will work. Lots of oxygen queued up. Right, we're now creating those carbon things. Yep, just normal carbon, which we then need to turn into hydrocarbon by mixing it with water. And then from hydrocarbon we need to add... Oh, we just need to refine it after that. That's good. Alright, so first off we want a landing and take off. This is where the carbon will come in. It's then turned into hydrocarbon in the chemical lab. But it needs the water for that. Where is the water? It's right here. There's not a lot of it. We don't need a lot. And then a refiner. I need to set the destination for the carbon. And then when we start exporting it, it needs to come here. So we don't need to send water there anymore. Working on the reactor, that'll be finished soon. Are we creating plastic? We are. Let's send it to the destination. Ha! Making that prototype was easier than stealing a worm from a warbler. I can build a custom excavation tool. All I need is some sturdy ceramics and electronic components and energy. Let's get flapping. Ruth, you know I'd never stop you from cooking up crazy inventions, but safety gear wouldn't hurt. How about a mask? I never figured you for a health and safety type, but thanks for looking out for me. Getting complicated now. Ceramics requires aluminium and carbon in a crucible. And the circuit board is made from silicon and acid, which we both create. So that's good. That just requires research. So let's repurpose our carbon and our plastic. Okay, if we send some aluminium here, where is it? It's a bit messy. Oh, we need this spot here. I don't think that's going to work. because we need power too. So that comes in and will mix with, what was it? Aluminum. Wait. Right, it's on its way. I should start creating it now. This one became redundant because it doesn't have any supply. It's making the wrong product. Did I do that wrong? There it is. The first ingredient was wrong, but now it's making ceramic. Send it to the archaeological site. Then we need silicone and acid. And that needs to be made in a component slab. Oh, I'm not making acid yet. I thought I was. Yes, I am. But it's all being mixed together. We just have to make a temporary halt to this. Hope that won't work. sure why there's still water heading to there. Maybe it's just stored up inside it. Yep. So the acid must flow. Yep. This is the asteroid it's going to. Oh, we need power for it as well. We're feeding it resources it doesn't need, but that's okay. It doesn't do anything, I don't think. Right, computer chips are being made now too. Switch that over and send them. That's it. Good. Finally, that nugget has thawed. Now we just need to open it up. Hurry up, Stella. I want to join the others for Herb's birthday party. Peep, 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 peep. Don't crowd around it like that. We have no idea if it's safe. Shoot, shoot. Peep, peep. It's humming, you say? I can't hear anything. But maybe the frequency is too high for my audible range. What are you talking about, Stella? Laser wing on the outer shell? Oh, I can feel it in my feathers now. I still need to run some tests, but could it be drawn to the other strangelet? Coming over, Captain. Top secret stuff. We could continue to finish out those challenges, but we will just travel to the next sector. I'm more interested in the story. Sector 5, Outer Starlight. I've never seen anything like that, and there is nothing in the research either. That has never happened before. Chirper, any new superpowers after touching this thing? Can you lift me with just one wing now? Peep, peep, peep. Stop poking him, Cap. Stella, talk to us. What do your readings say? This sector has the strongest strangelet signature so far. My instruments show that it's not a single massive strangelet, but rather a multitude. However, I wouldn't get too excited. We will need to spend a lot of resources to get them. No two ways about it. We'll venture out nonetheless, and let's find them. We can do it. These interferences are a nightmare, but the readings look like there might be a strangelet close by, possibly even 2 more. Let's start somewhere. Results, Stella. We need results. We need 3 strangelets. Right, let's get started on the basics. Oh, there's one right here. Got one. Very tight. I won't make that a collection asteroid. There's not enough room. Let's go with silicon next. That's uranium. Oops, wrong green mineral. We can get 2 minerals with 1 bird right now. Titanium will be next. Open up all of the asteroids. There's quite a few here actually. And a planetoid. This will no doubt have a strange lid on it. It's pretty big. Yep, it does. This one needs a strong alloy. How do you make that? Iron and carbon, or titanium and iron? That seems like the easiest. Looks like there's nothing on this asteroid. Might be good for production. Ooh, here we go. So titanium and iron in a crucible. And what's the bet? There's no... there's no no crater I can put it in. Alright, listen up. I know there's barely any small craters here, but I can't help that, can I? Peep, peep, peep. Wait, that's it. Hang tight. All we need is a little more... Boom! I've got an idea, but don't tell Stella. Okay, what's your idea? Small explosive creates an artificial crater. For this we need sulfur and aluminium. Here is the sulfur. We have unlocked the bomb. Boom. Ruth, keep it down. This is supposed to be a covert operation. What if Stella hears us? You whispering with explosive powder up your nostrils. Is everything alright? What exactly are you two doing here? Said Herb. We were, just leaving, Rust. It seems. We ain't gonna be able to use this small explosive technology too often. Right. But we're still going to use it. Oh, you need a strangelet to use it. Okay. But we have one. Where do we want to put it? Probably in the sun would be nice. Cool. What's with the solar panels? They hardly produce any energy. It seems like the particle cloud around Ravskull filters too many wavelengths. Ravskull it is called, not Ravskull, preventing maximum efficiency. But right at the zenith, the light intensity should be sufficient for the panels to work correctly. The area with the strongest starlight is highlighted. Yep, we figured that out. Wait, didn't I put it in that? Did it move? Okay, we can't get... That's the only place we can get power. Okay, so now we need some titanium and some iron. which one needs the strong alloy? This one. So we want a landing pad. Send it over. We will also set up proper production for these minerals here too. Go with the lab because we are producing sulfur. What do you guys take me for? A tank buster? To break this one off, I need a lot more energy. Ruth, have you seen our solar panels? How are we supposed to generate all that energy in this ice box of a system? Nuclear fission would work even under these conditions, but we must be extra careful. The cold won't save us from a meltdown. Nuclear reactor. We will need to collect uranium to build it. In the meantime, we need to send some water to our first site. We can build a nuclear reactor now. That's the wrong one. It's this one. We could have fit enough solar panels in there to skip the fission reactor, but it's alright. Looks like it consumes uranium. Fortunately, there's some here on the planet. That's good. Ooh, it looks like it might need a fair bit of uranium fed into it. What if I upgrade them? Is that bad for it? It's got that flashing thing happening now. Is that the meltdown he was talking about? It looks like we might need 2 of them. We have provided enough power. Now what? Did we get it? Oh, it's just extracted. Cool. What's the next one? We need to find another strangelet. Let's make a landfall on some more planets. No strangelet there. There it is. What does Ruth need? Light alloy. I think this one's harder to make than the heavy one. Oh no, aluminium and silicon. We have aluminium here. Pre-prepared. In the crucible, I think we might need to use the explosive again. Yep, we need to blow up the planet. I need to put a landing pad on that new asteroid with the strangelet. That's all we need to finish that quest. And just power for it, which means one nuclear reactor. Unless there's enough room for solar panels, which there is not. There also is no uranium here. Maybe I could fit them. Nope. Nope. It's a tutorial mission. Which means there will need to be a constant supply of uranium coming to this planet until the quest finishes. Let's hope I chose the right one. Yep. Yay! Amazing. That's 3 of them. I'll put that in the captain's log under Win of the Day. Readings confirm no more strangelets in this sector. Time to move on. Also, what's that burnt smell in my lab? About that. The other day, I'm afraid that What Herb was trying to say is that he's afraid we should put some plants in your lab to help purify the air. You know? That's no reason to be afraid, Herb. Bring me some plants, but no pollen. I won't risk contaminating the lab environment. It needs to be pristine. Speaking of research, Stella, have we discovered anything else about the strangelets? I'm still analyzing the new data, but the waves they emit strengthen with each one. If I can condense it and reduce fluctuations... Seems like Stella is already back in her research rabbit hole. Crew, let's move to the next sector. Created energy network transmitting at least 40 power. Reach a score of 76. Yeah, we can come back to those. I have points to spend. Let's upgrade our ice extractors. Solar panel upgrade wouldn't go astray. 12 capacity for our launch pads, why not? Is it just me, or did it get a lot of flapping colder? It's so cold. My poor plants. They're so cold. Frozen. Forget the plants. The Brewster 9000 is the only serving iced coffee now. Stella, we need some serious insulation. Agreed, my forehead feathers just froze to the microscope. We need a flexible, durable material for that. What about our feathers? Yolk and the fledglings are molting as we speak. Yeah, I'm shedding like a breadcrumb trail. There goes another one. Ruth, you rugged genius. That might actually work. I'll design a mesh insulation cover. Let's see. I don't need no fancy diplomas. The School of Hard Pecs taught me all I needed to know. As a matter of fact, there are no convenient liquid water deposits in this system. We'll have to tweak our chem lab recipes. We have no other option to stay here for a while and solve the temperature issues once and for all. We need to make mesh covers, which require feathers and thread in the stuff factory. So with no water, that might make it an issue. We've got oxygen to collect though. Let's start with methane. Took a while to scan that asteroid. Alright, let's exploit the final resource here, which is sulfur. Need to find either uranium, iron, or aluminium. This one has a new mineral we haven't seen before. This asteroid's a giant ice cube. Ain't no way we're going to build a factory on that slippery surface. We can't even get the resources underneath. How about a flamethrower? Strap it to Yoke's rover and let her zoom around the little melted ice and toasty tail feathers. It's far too risky. We might roast Yoke in the process. We need a proper tool to melt the ice caps. Let me think something up. The melter. Oh dear, we need carbon and acid. So we'll come back to that one. Let's just exploit all the simple stuff first. Whoa. It's a whole methane asteroid with some various hidden deposits underneath. This is another icy one. There's something else hidden underneath. But you can't get to it until you melt the surface, I think. That's what it's telling me. This planet here, asteroid, will have to make acid on. And to make acid we need methane and sulfur. Small amount of acid being made. Methane and oxygen. It's going to be a busy planet. Oh, we were very lucky to get that one. So we'll need to use a splitter. Alright, that's, I think, carbon and acid solved. Very small amount of each being made. Let's make this the most efficient extractor we can. We'll need lots of it being pumped out. We still can't get to the gold yet. But we are making goop. That's not working. Whatever that's supposed to be. Methane and oxygen. Oxygen? Oh, wrong material. That's why it's not working. I'm making slime instead. So I didn't really need to upgrade this. That's better. Some titanium on the order. Slime will eventually run out. Aluminum, depending on where you're from. I just have to wait for this quest to finish. The melter. I present to you the melter. Just place it on ice and watch it melt away. No external energy required. Hold your gizzards. How does that even work? Don't think too hard, Ruth. If Stella built it, it'll work. Let's get to melting. Ah, but is it only in a radius around? What was it we needed from this place? Titanium. If you delete it, does the ice come back? Yes. Okay. So from this planet, I require silicon. Clever way to make space even more precious than it was before. We're still on the lookout for titanium. Where is it? This thing. That's aluminum. I liked the flamethrower idea better. Let's find this new resource, gold. It says it's craftable, but we can collect it. Gold freely available. to keep taking these quests. Send that gold off. That should max us out, I think. 9 of them. Pumping out the gold. Still not sure how I'm going to achieve making socks. Wow. Scaling up the requests quite dramatically. I still need to collect uranium. That's not the mineral we're looking for. There it is. Let's put it in a better spot. Out of tech points. Need to research. Just increasing the output of this carbon factory. Circuit boards require silicon and acid. We are already making most of those. Looks like we'll have to be here. Just expand the network and see if there are any better prospects. Try and get the silicon on the same asteroid as the methane and sulfur. Strong alloys easy to make. Titanium and iron. Just build a nuclear power plant, actually. Be much tidier. Our strong alloys are being made. Getting very greedy, guys. That's a big order. It's one of the last minerals we need to collect. Yeah, it's a bit different to work as a Republic, that's for sure. I'm sorry I missed your message, mate. Brain is ticking over. But it does get you thinking laterally, because you have to sort of create your own supply chains amongst the asteroids. Light alloy is pretty easy to make, as long as we can get them together. Aluminium and silicon They're all on different planets. This one here. Of course, we just have to find it. On the other side of the planet, let's make our own crater. Can we do that? But the issue here will be for power to fuel those crucibles. One little spot. Two. So we are going to have to import power. Sucks. Let's go here. I think we only need one or two. Wait, we need 6. Yeah, so I need 6 power, so I'll go with 4 extractors. In case there's a bottleneck somewhere. Right, sending power over to this asteroid, it'll start creating that light alloy for us. Power is flowing. Now the crucibles just need a destination to ship their stuff. It's not neat, but it works. Filling out the modules pretty well this time. I'm still no closer to our actual main quest, which is somehow to make feathers. To craft insulation mesh covers, we need a hefty amount of feathers. Sourcing them won't be an issue, but transporting them will be a pain. It'd be way easier if they dropped where we need them. How about we set up a little winter resort up there, huh? Absolutely. Don't worry, we'll make sure the habitats are properly heated before anyone moves in. Ooh, we might have population now? Habitat. Gives birds space to relax and shed feathers. Start researching. We need ceramics and glass. Oh, they're really spreading out my production now. And what else? We need thread. How do you make thread? From conductors and feathers. How do you make a conductor? Gold and plastic. But for plastic, we need 3 or 4 other ingredients. We've got a complicated mission here. Okay, so where will we start? I think right at the bottom of the chain would be to just do the habitats first. Okay, this looks like where we will make the habitats because there's nothing here. We can bring the resources to the feathers. Oh, but I can't do that until I've researched it. Alright, so we're back to square one. We need to make hydrocarbons. We have to make hydrocarbon into ceramic. Oh, I see. You can't make glass here because we've got no water. So we need to make ceramic to make glass. Messy. I need some kind of resource web so I can see how they all interconnect. So I guess the first thing we need to do is make ceramics, but to do that we need to make carbon. Which is easy enough actually, we don't need water. So we want methane and oxygen to make carbon. Do that here. I believe we're already making carbon, are we? Yes, we are. But I need this for a specific purpose. Then I believe we mix those together in the chemical lab. Alright, that's making the carbon we need. Now the next step was to then add aluminum to that carbon. Which is here. So we could send the carbon there to be made into ceramic. Or here. Send the carbon here to be made into ceramic. And we need a crucible to do that. This will be a nice, easy production chain. Oh, good, the power is enough. Okay, so that is our ceramic equation solved. we ship that carbon over there to be made into ceramic. Which should then fulfill that first half of the quest. The next stage was to turn that ceramic into glass, which we could also do here. Both the steps can be done here. So when the ceramic comes out, it needs aluminium added to it, which means that we need to split this. And to be made into glass, it needs to be run through a components lab. This might actually offer a problem here for our power source. Just need one more to fit. And then we'll have to run the extension cord around the planet. There we go. And then I will send that off on its own landing pad as well. Alright, it's coming together. We're working on it. Well, I couldn't actually tell you. The 76mm I haven't actually used against the Marn. But I can kill that thing with a 40mm Bofors, so take that with what you will. Okay, ceramic's being made. And our glass quota is being filled. Very good. Slowly piecing it together. Let's speed up the crucible. And we've unlocked the habitat. I researched a structurally optimized and highly efficient habitat. Who wants to move in first? Oh, me, please, says Yoke. Well, in you go. Right through the little hatch and then up the ladder. That's settled. Can I please get back to the Strangelets? I have a hypothesis to test. Right, we can build ourselves a habitat. And a stuff factory. Let's research that. This is where we'll need feathers and plastic. So this was a site for our future habitats. Oh, it must go in a small crater. This new habitat is so cozy, it's almost like I'm back inside my egg while my mummy keeps me warm. Take a load off, kid, and remember, we're killing 2 bugs with 1 stone here. The warmer you get, the more you molt. The more feathers I can harvest for the insulation mesh cover protection. You can count on me, Ruth. I won't let you down. Hyper relaxation molting mode activated. We need power. Right, we have the feathers. Oh wait, we were going to use the feathers here. So what do we need to make these? We need to collect feathers and thread. To make thread, we need components. To make components, we need gold and plastic. We have gold. We just need hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon is carbon with methane. Carbon with methane. let's do it on our carbon planet. So when the carbon comes out, let's divert it. It needs more methane added to it. For that we need a chemical lab. And then an extractor for the methane. Plug it right in. And theoretically, we should be now making a new mineral. Okay, ready for production, send it off. And actually, from that, we need to divert the hydrocarbon, I think, to be made into plastic. To be made into plastic, all we need to do is refine it. So, let's destroy this pipe here. If I can select it. There we go. Another pipe diverter to split our hydrocarbons. To make them into plastic, we need a refiner. And another melter. There's not enough space here. Try and get 2 outputs here. Oh, it's not working anymore because we melted its deposit. Try and increase the output just a little bit. And then we need to run this pipe up here as well, but it won't fit. Going to be pretty slow to create through both of those, but we are creating plastic. And the requirements are pretty low for these high quality minerals and components. Looking good. Right, we're getting close. Getting close. So we need to now make that into components. We need gold mixed with our plastic. This is our gold asteroid. Gold mixed with plastics in a component lab. Okay, we want a landing pad. We need a components lab. Can we get away with solar panels? I don't think so. We're going to have to bring in some uranium. This might not be the best planet for it. Let's ship the gold elsewhere. Okay. We ship the gold. I think we might just ship it all the way here. Just make everything in the final stage. Again, we're probably better off trying to construct it on a planet with uranium. Here we go. The first thing we'll do is set up the energy grid. From there, we need the components lab. Gold and plastic. Okay. So it needs 2 landing pads. And a way to ship it out. It's an odd-shaped asteroid, this one. So we want the 2 inputs, the output, and the power. From there we need our gold and our plastic. Plastic, shipped over. Gold, shipped over. Okay, both of those are on their way. Components are being made and now being shipped. From there we need to add feathers. Might set up another outpost for that actually, since we have pretty strong power grid here. So we have 2 outputs now of components, just so we can meet the challenge as well as fulfill the need to create them into thread. The output on plastic's probably very slow. It's going through so many processes and getting filtered away to other processes. That's I guess that's all we can do, unless I want to expand the production line, but I don't really want to, so we're not going to. I think things are looking good. So the first shipments are arriving. The components are being shipped out. Components are now arriving. Conductors, sorry, not components. And we're going to send one of those over here to be mixed with feathers, and then we should have finished the objective. So the feathers shall be collected here. And how do we make them into warm woolly clothes? Feathers plus thread. We still have one more step. We need a component lab to turn the feathers into thread. The power is in the worst spot ever. One power short. Wish I could blow up the crater. Can you blow up the crater? Go away, crater. Wait a minute. Does the melter get rid of this? No. I'm going to have to bring uranium here. No. Bring like 1 grain of uranium to power that power plant. Lucky that's all I've got, 1 grain of uranium. Then I need to make sure it goes to the right landing pad over here. But the screen won't go over there. This one here is connected to the nuclear power plant. So once that first shipment arrives, we should start seeing some output. Oh, then we also need to bring in... The feathers are stacking up, but we just need to bring in the... What was it? Conductors. Right, we're all ready for production. Oh, I can't run a pipe over a power cable. And that should be enough. Then we need to turn the feathers into stuff. But we need to send some feathers back to base first for that to work. So the feathers are on their way. That will research the stuff factory, which we can then convert the thread and the feathers into something useful. The third thread has been made. I don't think I need this power cable. Just use our nuclear power plant. We just don't have quite enough coming to the planet. I keep calling them planets, but they're not. This one here needs a slight boost to output. That should give them something to work with. Conductors are arriving at the station. The feathers are on their way, I think. No, we're still not making enough feathers because the power's stopped. Those shipments of uranium should arrive shortly. More power! The shipments are coming in much more frequent now, so that should keep the power up above 6. Good. Feathers are on their way. This is an unutilized asteroid, so that's where we're going to make our final clothes. Because there is uranium here, so I can just build a power plant without having to ship it in. And there are a lot of places here that we can put landing pads. So for that we need to research the stuff factory. We just have a few more feathers required. And that will be completed. Here we go. The stuff factory. Let's make some stuff. we want a pipe going in. A second pipe going in. One for feathers, one for thread. How much power do we need? 6, which we have just enough. And our final production chain is about to come together. Are we even making thread? Yes, just very slowly. Those components are very slow to make. Alright, let's reroute those feathers and thread. Let's see if that finishes it up for us. There we go. Making our first woolly boots. Just have to wait for a blue moon for the shipment of thread to arrive. We could have scaled up production, but I don't think it's necessary. We did it! Sector 6 is complete. Captain, I've gathered enough data on the waves. If we can compress them into a signal, we could detect strangelets beyond the current system. I believe that the large asteroid, Garuda 1, is the best candidate for strangelet detector. It is located right on the edge of the system. Who even said that we should continue looking for them? I think these humming rocks aren't worth the chase. We're flying to the end of the universe, and for what? Is this our great adventure? Is this why we went to the stars? Rust, 2 stones from different systems are resonating through a powerful and unknown force. In your own words, this is mad, yo. The odds against a phenomenon like this are astronomical. Bringing more strangelets together could reveal... Yeah, I get it. Sometimes, all I need to do is keep my beak shut and problems will solve themselves. Excellent leadership there from the Cap. A singular invention has been completed. It did take us over an hour this time. A lot more, and we didn't get any of the... didn't get them all. We have to melt all the ice on any fully covered asteroid. Reach a score of 85. Yeah, no. Let's move on. Ravsicle, signals from beyond. Finally, we've arrived at the big asteroid. The only thing left to do is set up the strangelet detector. Right, Stella? The only thing? We still need to build it, and then place it on the highest plateau so the signal isn't obstructed. We're talking high specialty ops. Calm down, Stella. We'll make it happen. No problem. So, how do we make it happen? Cap, let me take a look and gather some samples. Finally, a challenge and some space dust on my suit again. I've been sitting around way too long already. Rust is sure. Those cliffs look shifty. Could be as brittle as eggshells. I don't mean to imply you're about to do something foolish, but... Stella, let Rust stretch his wings a little. Not all birds enjoy being cooped up. Ooh, it's quite an interesting planet. Got everything we need here by the look of it. What an incredible asteroid! I've never seen any surface terrain like it. The formation history must be truly unique. I don't think getting up these walls anytime soon. They crumble to dust the moment my wheels touch the surface. How are we supposed to build on this then? We can't land on top and we can't hold pipes up those steep ledges. I've got something in mind, but we'll need to test my nascent invention, the elastoscope, and gather some extra materials. Okay. Oh, we've got carbon deposits here straight off the bat. So how do we build the elastoscope? The plateau ramp allows pipes and rovers to traverse. Needs light alloys and elastoscope. But how do you make that? Oh god. Oh god. Threads and feathers and all of the above. It does appear like I'm actually out of time, so thank you very much for watching. This has been Starbird's Early Access. I believe there are only a few more missions after this one. If you'd like to see more of it, let me know in the comments. Let me know, hit the like button, and I'll come back with this. Otherwise, we do have a few different titles planned for this week. We've got the God Sim Fata Dam. We have a return to Terminator Dark Fate Defiance with an overhaul mod, which changes the game quite dramatically. We have to finish Red Solstice 2, and we also have to finish The Altars. So we have a pretty busy week coming up ahead. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next episode /stream or whatever we decide to do. Until then, Ty out.